Hi there, nice to see everyone again. Today I wanted to talk about choices and how this can really be a game changer. I know it's been a game changer for me as a parent and in just working with kids. Um, but if we think about children, from the time that they're born, they have adults in their lives making decisions and choices and telling them what to do, from the very beginning. And so it's important that when our kids, as they get older, we allow them the opportunity to make choices on their own and to experience and see that their choices have consequences. Now, some of the consequences are really great and awesome, and some of them are going to be difficult for us to watch our kids experience. But also, we need to realize that through those difficult choices that they make, where the consequences aren't as wonderful, that's where they're going to learn. And the earlier we can introduce and provide opportunities for choices for our kids, the more practice they're going to get at making good decisions so that their decisions aren't as like life threatening, or it's not, when they're little, it's not as big of a deal, right? If we give them choices of what to wear or what to eat or whatever it may be. But when they get to be teenagers, when they get to be adults, their decisions have bigger consequences. And so if we can help our children at a young age know that their choices matter and that it's important that they learn through experience, and some of that experience is going to be making not so great choices, um, but through that process they're going to learn how to make good choices that are going to serve them well, that is going to benefit them, and make their lives better. And so yeah, so whatever it is, I mean, it can, there, kids can have the opportunity to make like a million choices a day. Maybe that's a bit much, but or an exaggeration. But even with like your little 2-year-olds, they're talking some, and it's like, okay, do you choose to wear the blue shirt or the red shirt? Do you choose to wear pants or a skirt? Do you choose to wear your raincoat, or do you choose to wear your big puffy winter coat? Um, you know, Giving them the opportunity to make those choices. Now, the cool thing about this is that even though the kids feel like they have the power, we're the ones giving them the choices. And so, really, we still have the power. So, this really helps mitigate those power struggles, right? Oh, my word. Like, who loves a good power struggle? Nobody. I mean, they are inevitable, even with choice giving. That's just part of, the growth and development of kids. But this will mitigate a lot of that because it helps children feel like they do have some power and some control over their environment, over their world, where usually mom, dad, teacher, grandma, babysitter, whoever are constantly making these choices for them. So if we can give them these opportunities, they're going to feel like they have the power and control when really they don't, because we're giving them the choices to choose from, right? But it's going to really boost like their confidence and their self-esteem because they're going to be like, yeah, I just chose to do that. Like I made that decision. Look at me. And they're going to be so proud, right? And so, a couple of things to remember though is when we are giving our kids choices, we don't want to give them too many. It's going to be overwhelming if we give them like 10 things to choose from, right? So, really, what I have been taught and what I use with my own kids is 2 choices. Um, and that just kind of narrows it down. So like I said, do you choose to have cereal for breakfast, or do you choose yogurt and fruit? Do you choose to have orange juice this morning, or do you choose apple juice? And I really like to use the word choose as much as I can because, again, it just reinforces to the child, you are choosing. Mommy's not telling you what to eat. You get to choose, right? So, do you choose to do your homework now before you take a shower, or do you choose to do your homework after you take your shower? So we're not giving them, um, like, we're letting them know homework's going to happen, right? But do you choose to do that now, or do you choose to do it after you take a shower? Um, and there's lots of different ways we can find ourselves with kids in arguments, debating, and so really giving the choices is going to help with that. And so one thing that I've noticed even with my own kids, and I'm sure with plenty of yours as well, like turning the TV off, turning off the games, seems to be a trigger for them into like meltdown mode, right? And so for me, one thing that has helped is, I communicate to them, oh, it's time for the TV to get turned off. Do you choose to turn the TV off, or do you choose for mom to turn the TV off? Now, usually after I say that one time, it's, I don't want that, turn that TV off, right? They're upset. They don't want to. They don't want to make a choice because they don't want to be done. And so I'll say it again. Oh, I know that it's disappointing when it's time to turn the TV off, but we're all done with TV for today. So do you choose to turn the TV off, or do you choose for mom to turn the TV off? What do you choose? They might balk a little bit more. I usually will repeat the choices 3 times, and then if they don't make a choice, then I make a choice for them, right? So if I say it 3 times and they're still like, oh, but I said I don't want to, I'm not going to bed, I'm not tired. Oh, it looks like you're choosing for mom to turn the TV off this time. And then I turn the TV off. That might, erupt a meltdown. But that's okay, especially in the early stages when you're trying this out. As long as you follow through and you're consistent, you're communicating to your kiddo, like I say what I mean and I mean what I say, and now it's time for the TV to get turned off. So you can choose to turn the TV off, or you can choose for mom to turn the TV off. Today you chose for mom to turn the TV off. But so the next time you do that, come tomorrow night before bedtime, oh, it's time for the TV to get turned off. Do you choose to turn the TV off today, or do you choose for mom to turn the TV off today? I choose for mom to turn the TV off today, or I want to turn the TV off, right? So the more that you do it, it becomes a habit. They come to expect it, which creates this environment, this situation where they feel safe. They know what's coming. Mom's gonna say this, and then I'm gonna maybe squabble a little bit, but the TV's going off, right? That's not up for debate. We're not gonna be able to negotiate this, and so that sets up this feeling of safety and security because they know what to expect. It's not like this random, well, maybe mom will let us keep on the TV tonight. Well, maybe she's going to scream at us and then turn the TV off and then be mad at us the rest of the time before we go to bed, right? But it's like, no, I can keep my cool. These are the choices. And so you need to make a choice, or mom's going to make a choice for you. And they know that. And so the more that we do it, the more they kind of learn that these are the unwritten rules of how our household works, right? So you can make a choice, or if you don't make one of my choices that I give you, then mom's going to make a choice, right? So if you want to have control, if you want to have the power, then you need to choose. The other thing that gets a little bit tricky with this one is we don't want to use it as a way to manipulate our kids into doing something we want them to do. And what I mean by that is when we give choices, we want to make sure that we're giving our kids choices that we are okay with. So like, instead of being like, you can choose to go take a shower, you can choose to be grounded for a week. What do you choose? Clearly there's not a choice in there, right? That's not really offering them actual choices, because the choice is really to go take a shower. And so, you just, whatever your choices are, you just want to make sure that you're okay with either of those choices so that you don't have to be mad at what the outcome is, right? Like you could care less what they choose, but just make a choice, right? Do you choose broccoli with your dinner tonight, or do you choose carrots? What do you choose? Oh, I know that you don't love vegetables, but vegetables are healthy for us. So tonight you can choose to have broccoli with your dinner, or you can choose to have carrots with your dinner. What do you choose? And, so I'm okay with those 2 choices. I don't care whether they pick broccoli or carrots. I just want them to choose one, right? So you just have to be careful that you don't use the choices as a way to manipulate kids into doing what you want. Hopefully that makes sense. This is something, again, that I have found has worked really well with my family and with my kids, and I hope that it helps you too. Again, don't overload them with choices. Just try out 2. If you find that that's maybe not enough, you can try out 3. I wouldn't probably go more than 3, because again, that's just going to get frustrating for them when they have too many to choose from. They're going to feel overwhelmed. But Yeah, try that out. Choices. Um, a good way to get away from that power struggle, help our children feel empowered, help our children feel like they have some control of their world where not a lot else, is really up to them to decide. They have their parents, their teachers, um, whomever telling them what to do and when to do it and how to do it and all of this. So if we can, through lots of little things throughout the day, give them the opportunity to practice making choices. That's going to be really great. And then the other thing that I kind of touched on in the beginning is when kids do make choices, and I'm not talking about the choices where we're saying, do you choose milk or water for your lunch? But choices of, gosh, do I go along with what my friends are doing that's going to get them in trouble and we're going to be in the principal's office or we're going to hurt somebody, um, and doing the right thing. And so, allowing them to make those choices and then being empathetic when they do inevitably make a not so great choice that is going to have consequences that they're not wild about, right? Um, and just helping them through that again, going back to the feelings, oh, like that's a bummer that happened. I can tell you're sad about that. That makes you sad that you chose to do this and now we have to do that. Um, but just empathizing with them, reflecting their feelings, and helping them through that. Because if they can make lots of little choices and decisions at a young age, they're going to be so much better prepared when they are teenagers and adults, when some of those bigger decisions and choices come up, whether it be peer pressure, for all sorts of things. And so, yeah, this is one way that we can help foster good decision making, allowing them some of that autonomy and control over their own lives. So hopefully that will be helpful. Okay, I'm excited to hear how it works for you and your family. It's been really helpful for mine.